Hey, Drop Top. Hey, Hillel. I'm gonna give some time for people to get in the room. Hey, Eddie, how's it going? I'm watching this Sunday night game, which looked like I was actually starting to ignore it because it looked like it was just over. But Kansas City's, they're doing some stuff, man. I should have fucking known, dude. It's like fucking Andy Reid can make any quarterback look good. It's spooky. On the one hand, I'd like the Packers to lose. On the other hand, I do have a little bit of coin riding on the Packers money line and the Packers -5. So I don't know, you know. There's no way Matt Moore is going to beat fucking Aaron Rodgers, is there? Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing else you can say other than based off all the evidence we've seen over the past couple of months, the Niners are going to fucking kill us when we have to play them. So that's really all you can say. Only thing I can say Yeah, I have a couple of bets tied to the Packers money line, and I also have some bets. No, one bet tied to Packers -5. I'm a little worried about the Packers -5. All of a sudden, the Packers defense just started leaving guys wide open. I don't know what the hell's going on with that. All right, here we go. Yeah, I mean, the only thing I can say for that 49ers game is that our run defense seems like it's pretty good. Like Clowney has been a big help in that on that front. We still have good linebackers, even if they're not as good as they used to be. And it does seem like we can stop the run pretty well. So I feel like we can take care of that and then maybe force Jimmy Garoppolo to beat us. But other than that, I don't have much. Hey, Enrique. Uh, well, use check. I don't know how much fullbacks matter in this NFL, so I'm not sweating that part. How come we didn't do anything in the second half? Well, I mean, it's because we chose not to for the most part. I mean, the offense only had one drive where they seemed like they were engaged at all in that second half. So sometimes it's just that simple. You know, this World Series games kind of sucks. I need the Nats to score a couple runs. Oh, fuck. So if the World Series goes to 7 games, I am planning on being out the night of Game 7. I might have to change my plans. Oh, I don't know, Steven. Tomorrow they've got Strasburg, so I don't want to rule the Nats out. Yeah, Ghost Gaming TV, our defense is not concerning. Our defense sucks. Like, I'm sorry. But until they start playing better, that's the only thing you can say. Our defense is not becoming a problem. Our defense is a problem. Our defense is bad. It just is. You think we win next week? Yeah, probably. Oh, come on. All right. Jimmy's having a pretty good game, it seems like. I haven't looked at the stats. It seems like Graham's playing a pretty good game. Well, tomorrow is Strasburg versus Verlander, so I'm not ruling the Nats out at all. I mean, honestly, like tonight, you can't even say they would have won this game with Scherzer. Yeah, it's really getting aggravating. It is really getting aggravating, the contrast of this Niners team versus the Seahawks team. If Dan Quinn gets fired, should we go get him? Well, we should next year. I don't think we can do it this year. We don't have enough time to change our scheme. We can't just go get a new coach off another team and then install him in this defense immediately. If we fire Ken Norton, we would need to promote somebody in house. Alex McDonald, we need a solid cornerback to pair with Shaquille. Yeah, I think the play is I think Trey Flowers is fine. I don't have a problem with Trey Flowers. He's not perfect, but he's balling. But he's given it his all out there. But I would really like to see us trade for Chris Harris just for depth, just to give us more options at nickel cornerback. I feel like that would help a lot. But the thing is, now Marquise Blair did play decent today for sure. I thought he played really well actually, but Marquise Blair is a safety. That's only part of the formula. Yeah, I want to get Chris Harris, and also we need to trade for a center. I almost wish that we had just like gone to the locker room after the game, the Falcons locker room, and just picked up um uh Alex Mack and just tried to leave Atlanta with him and saw if anybody noticed. Because Alex Mack would be. How do you see us dealing with the Blair Diggs McDougald situation? I think you can rotate them in and out depending on situations. Who do we trade out? We might trade Penny. We could trade Rashad Penny, or we could trade draft picks. We have a lot of draft picks. Do you think we win next week and why? Yeah, I kind of do think we win. I think the Buccaneers defense is not going to be able to take full advantage I'm sorry, the Buccaneers offense is not really going to be able to take advantage of our defense. I think that um, you know, basically Winston turns the ball over a lot. So I think we can play that to our advantage a little bit. And Diggs might play nickel cornerback a little bit too. Yeah, Mike Evans is one of my favorite players, but I don't know if Mike Evans can take over a game by himself, even the way like a Julio Jones can. Okay, so Packers are about to score a touchdown here, I think. So I need Matt Moore to start turning the ball over because if the Packers win, I need Alex McDonald. Do you think the reason Penny played so much was to give Carson a break or to show other teams what Penny can do? I think it's both. I think it's both. Do you think Quandre Diggs and Marquise Blair would be a good combo? Sure, but don't sleep on McDougald. McDougald's a good player. Yeah, Steven, I know the Packers are probably going to win, but I need them to win by 5 or more. Well, actually, no. I have a couple of money line bets with the Packers, so they can actually just win. But I do have one bet with them against the spread, which is -5. So hopefully they pick that up as well. But I have a couple. But if the Packers win, then I'm just watching that Pittsburgh game tomorrow, and I just need the Steelers to win. And I feel pretty good about that for obvious reasons. And yeah, things are looking up. How was my day? My day was pretty good. I got a lot done actually, relatively speaking. I was up really late last night. I was watching a movie and I stayed up until 1 watching it and I stayed up even later than that. I was watching The Assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford. It's pretty good. I'd never seen it before. How do you feel about the 49ers? I mean, there's nothing you can say about them other than that they're doing their job right now. Our Seahawks defense made Matt Schaub look like a god. Yeah, I mean, some of it was because they were playing from behind the whole game, but yeah, that was embarrassing for sure. Skills main McDougal, Blair, Shaq, Taylor would be my starting defensive backs. I don't know if Taylor has proven anything that he's better than Trey Flowers. What's your record prediction? I'm going to stick with 11-5. Is Aaron Jones out? I don't know. I saw him playing in the first half. You know, we could go 4-4. I mean, the Eagles' defense is a mess. So we should be able to beat the Eagles. Good chance we beat the Cardinals. Panthers, who knows who they're going to have at quarterback. And, you know, then you just need to find a way to win one more game. You can beat Tampa Bay and be good. You think we still have a chance to win the division? I mean, we still play the 49ers twice. So sure, but I'm not seeing much with that 49ers team that tells me that we can beat them. Taylor makes plays consistently. I don't know. The last time I saw Trey Flowers out there, I thought he played a really good game against the Ravens. Would you like to see us get Aqib Talib? Not really. I think Aqib Talib is probably washed up. He's really old. Well, actually, no, he's not that old, but I feel like he might be at the end. And I don't want to pick up a dude who is at the end. I don't want another Kerry Williams. What other defensive coordinators would you think about coming here? Well, it would not be about getting a defensive coordinator right now. It would be about getting somebody next year. So we have options next year. If we fire Ken Norton Jr. right now, which I want to do, Pete Carroll would probably kind of take over defensive coordinator. Do you think we'll trade Rashad Penny? Probably not, but I wouldn't mind seeing it. Oh shit. How did the Nats score? I missed. I was watching the Packers game. What's the first position you think we should upgrade? Probably center. Because Joey Hunt is going to be a problem. We need a better coordinator that can scheme like Shanahan does. Yeah, I'm not thrilled with Schottenheimer right now. I've said some nice things about Schottenheimer this year, but right now I'm not on his wagon. He completely shut the offense down in the second half, and I think that was a mistake, and it almost cost us big time. I am not in Shanahan's corner right now. And I thought he did okay in the first half, although, I think the players are responsible for this stuff more than the coaches, but still. Yeah, Joey Hunt is all right, but he's too small. He's not going to be able to play 70 snaps a game, I don't think. And if he gets hurt, we really have nothing. Right now, the only guy who can play center on the active roster is Joey Hunt. We need somebody else. Yeah, the Seahawks are not a 6-2 team, but we are 6-2. And the important thing is teams can get better. Teams improve midseason all the time. So this team could become a great team. And the nice thing is we have a great record as a starting point if we do that. But will we do that? I don't know if it's realistic. The only thing I can say is that when we get everybody on the field and everybody's kind of comfortable with each other, I think the pass rush will be good. Yeah, Posick at center is probably Posick. I want to put Posick at center for sure. The Seahawks haven't really beaten anybody though. I mean, we beat the Rams. Even the Cardinals are not terrible. All right, come on. Oh fuck! How did Roger? I've never seen Rodgers just stand there and take a sack like that. Holy shit! Somebody check him for AIDS. Something's wrong with Aaron Rodgers. Does Pete Carroll play to win when we're up or not to lose? Oh, he definitely plays not to lose. He plays like we have an elite defense, and we just don't anymore. So you get the results that you get. I think the Bucks game is a trap game. How can it be a trap game? We lost to the Ravens, and then we played a close game against the shitty Falcons team. I don't I don't want to hear trap game. There are no trap games when your team isn't very good, and this team isn't very good. What grade do you give Jerron Reed? I didn't really notice him out there that much today, to be perfectly honest. I thought Clowney was a monster other than the offsides penalties. I thought Anza made a couple nice plays. Wagner got some good snaps in as a pass rusher too, which was really nice. But um, we cannot. I don't think we can hire Dan Quinn mid-season. I don't think it's realistic to bring in a new defensive coordinator and install his schemes. So I think the play is to promote somebody in-house, let Pete Carroll run the defense for the last 8 games in the playoffs, and then in the offseason go get Dan Quinn. Because Dan Quinn's not going to get another head coaching job after what happened in Atlanta, I don't think. Yeah, but Zatumbo, I mean, Matt Bryant is a 42-year-old or 43-year-old kicker. He should be missing 50-yard field goals. He's at this stage in his career, he's not the kicker you should be trust in those situations. I mean, honestly, I think the real thing that should be said is that Dan Quinn should have gone for it on fourth down on both of those plays. Like he had 4th and 2 and 4th and 10, and he could have gone for it both times very reasonably, and he didn't. Do you think Tiger Woods will catch Jack one day? Yeah, I do. I do. 10 years ago, I would have said no way because of all of his knee surgeries, but it's not bugging him now. Trade for Trent Williams? No, I don't see the point in that. I mean, basically, if we got Trent Williams, we would try to move him to right tackle, which he's never done before. We have no idea if he can do that. Or we'd be replacing Dwayne Brown, and Dwayne Brown's our best offensive lineman other than, well, no, Dwayne Brown is our best offensive lineman. Do you think we'll blow out the Bucks? Probably not. I do think we will win, though. I think Jameis Winston will give us some turnovers. Do you watch golf? Not very much, no. Should we trade Penny for offensive line or a defensive back? I would consider trading Penny for a center. We need a center really bad, guys. Joey Hunt is not the answer. I mean, he's not a terrible player, but he's not a great player either. And bigger than that, honestly, Posick might not be back this season. We still don't know what's going on there. Who on the offensive line won't be back next year? Well, Britt. Unless Britt takes a monster pay cut, he's not coming back. Affetti's not going to be back. And I think everybody else will be back, but it's possible that Jamarco Jones slides into one of the starting roles. We need to keep Dwayne Brown, and I think we need to keep probably Fluker because he's cheap. I think Upati. I think this year for Mike Upati, we're squeezing the last bit of juice out of that stone. He's got a little juice left in him, but I don't want to bring him back for next year. Who would give up anything for Tedrick Thompson? That dude is super trash. We might blow out the Cardinals. I mean, we kind of already did. I mean, the Cardinals, they're looking better and better every week, admittedly, but they're the kind of team that might tire their defense out because they're going 3-and-out too much. Okay. This Fluker is not our best lineman. Fluker is a good run blocker, and he does have a mean streak about him. But Dwayne Brown is so much better than Fluker. It's not even funny. Anybody who thinks Fluker is better than Dwayne Brown does not know football. Dwayne Brown was one of the best offensive linemen in football last year, and he made the All-Pro team. Oh, how did the Packers get the ball back? Hey, Steven, if you're still in the chat, how did the Packers get the ball back? I was watching baseball. Oh, fumble? Okay. On the kickoff? Or was it an offensive play? Oh, McCoy fumbled? You know, the funny thing is, McCoy, I swear to God, he never fumbled in Philadelphia. And he was always holding the ball like a loaf of bread, like an idiot. And now he's actually starting to fumble a few times. But yeah, Fluker is not really good. Fluker is good at run blocking, but he commits penalties. He's not a good pass blocker. I think he's probably like if Fluker is probably a pretty average player. I think that's the best you can say about him. Do you think we should pay Carson? I don't think we're going to have to pay him that much, so probably. I don't think he's going to command a big contract, but Carson is a dude who might not last long in the NFL because of the way he plays. Thoughts on Penny trade rumors? I mean, look, we don't need him, but we do need another running back besides just Carson. If Carson is getting like 30 carries a game, he's going to be burned out by December or by January. So if we trade Penny, then we need to start giving Homer some carries and Procise some action as well. But I don't dislike Penny. I think Penny has some. I think Penny's better than Procise. I don't believe in Procise, but I don't really think Procise has trade value. Will they trade for a tight end? I don't think so. I think we're going to wait for Dixon to get back. Do you see us playing better at home in December? Yeah, I think so. But the teams we're going to be playing are going to be better too. Watch out for that. Yeah, it's not anything against Penny. I think Penny's a decent player. Jimmy G has one of the quickest releases. Yeah, he does, but he does make a couple really, really bad throws in every game, it seems like. He is just a very mediocre quarterback. Procise is way better than Penny. I don't see it. I don't see it. I like Procise. I think he has a unique talent set, but I feel like we're not really doing a good job of using it. Shit, am I going to see this new Terminator or not? I think it's going to be bad. It looks bad, but I'm probably going to end up seeing it. Who could we trade for to help at center? I would start rating some of these tanking teams. Like, we just played the Falcons, right? Would they give up Alex Mack in a trade? Something like that. The freaking Denver Broncos are probably going to start selling their whole roster. So many fucking commercials. I want to watch football. Yeah, the offensive line, I mean, I thought it looked bad today. I know we only had the 2 sacks. I know we ran the ball well, but the offensive line did not impress me that much today. I thought it was very, very mixed. KJ, I think he got banged up for a couple plays. But KJ and Bobby, I mean, they played good today, but they both had plays where they looked like, And every time we sent a linebacker on the blitz, Schaub just dumped it off to where the linebacker was, and it was a completion. Every time. We had 2 sacks. We had a bunch of pressures, actually. I thought the pass rush was good today, but we couldn't get to Schaub and actually sack him very much because he was just getting rid of the ball really fast, to his credit. Facebook fans totally be hating when you criticize the Seahawks. Did Aaron Rodgers just okay, thank God. Yeah, I'm not on Facebook, so I don't know anything about that. I mean, I'm on Facebook, but I didn't know my videos got posted on Facebook. I've watched every Terminator movie, Drop Top. The last two have been really bad though, so I don't. I guess I'm gonna see this one. I haven't been to a theater in a little while. Last movie, well, no, I saw Joker, but before that, I think the last movie I saw was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. No, 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 I saw Spider-Man: Homecoming. Russ only passed 20 times today. You think we should let him pass more? Probably, but the game was almost over at halftime, so I kind of get it, but then again, I don't because the game was kind of over, but it wasn't over, you know? A few more first downs would have been nice. How shocked would you be if the Seahawks made it to the Super Bowl? Not that shocked. We have probably the best quarterback in football right now. You cannot say making the Super Bowl would be shocking when you have a quarterback playing at this level. All right, come on, Rodgers, pound it in. Pound it in. No, you're going the wrong way. Oh, did he catch that? Oh, mama. Russell won't win MVP since they don't let him throw enough unless we're down 20. Um, who is going to win MVP over Russell? Because there's Christian McCaffrey, there's Mahomes is out. It's not going to be Mahomes. So it's going to be Aaron Rodgers, Christian McCaffrey, or Russell Wilson. That's really all it is. Wait, JMG, are you serious? JJ Watt's out for the season? Is that real? Is that real life? Yeah, Steven, I just need them to hold. If Kansas City kicks a field goal on this possession, I'm going to be sad because the game could easily end 24-20. Oh shit, that sucks. There's rumors around Darius Slay. I would love Darius Slay, but what would we have to give up to get him? Probably something pretty significant. Darius Slay's a good player. Yeah, running the ball on 3rd and 6 was suspicious. Do you want Packers or Chiefs to win? Um, if the Packers lose, it's good for the Seahawks. But I also bet a bunch of money on the Packers to win and the Packers to cover -5. So I can go either way, honestly. Yeah, Michael Dixon. Okay, but really, what would we have to give up to get him? It would probably have to be like at least a second round pick. Darius Slay's a really good player. Hmm. I really wish this was our bye week, honestly. I really wish we were on a bye week this week and we just had an extra week for like McDougal and Diggs and Joe and Brown and Fluker to get 100%. What do you think of our chances with the 49ers in 2 weeks? Be not great. Um, we suck at high round picks. I mean, we got Metcalf and Blair in the second round this year, and Metcalf looks good. And Blair, so far, we've only seen a couple games, but he looks good. So I don't know if I agree with that. I'm Blair and Metcalf might be the two things I'm most excited about with this team right now. All right, looks like the Astros are going to win this. Can kind of tune this out. Collier bust? No, Collier is not a bust. He's not going to contribute this season because he was injured during camp and preseason. But if you don't mind me asking, do you have a physical tick? Yes, I do. Do you think we'll trade Penny? If so, what we want to see us get from? I would trade Penny for a center. We need a capable center because I don't really believe in Joey Hunt. Yeah, the only team that this Seahawks team could blow out, I think, is Arizona because Arizona will go three and out and they're tire their defense out really, really fast. Yeah, Penny, not a good first round pick. Collier, not a good first round pick. I don't, in my opinion. McDowell, we got lucky on. Affetti was a bust. Yeah, and Posick, I don't know. I don't hate Posick. He's just not great. Okay, they're doing stupid halftime shit at the Lakers game. All right, Matt Moore. I need you to be the Matt Moore that I know that you can be. Yeah, Metcalf. I like Metcalf. He's now had a drop in two straight games, which is not great. And it's not like today he had a monster impact, but a lot of it is because our offense just doesn't go deep to him enough. Thoughts on Puna? Puna's awesome. I got no beef with Puna. I think Puna's had some great games lately. Randy Moss 2.0. I think Metcalf would be Randy Moss 2.0 if we went to him more. Yeah, the David Moore targets early in this game were driving me nuts. And I like David Moore. I think David Moore is a promising young player, but it was getting just kind of silly when we were targeting David Moore over and over and over in this game instead of guys like Metcalf and Lockett. What do you think of our linebackers covering wide receivers? It's the worst. It's terrible. And it's not a feature. It's not a bug. It's a feature. It's not a freaking bug. We want that. It's by design. And that's what drives me insane because you cannot say it's working. Like Kendricks had an interception today, but it's not like he got it because he was blanketing Julio Jones. He got it because he dropped back into coverage and freaking Matt Schaub didn't see him, you know? And even though Kendricks had that interception, I'm telling you, I still think he sucked today. Yeah, Wagner and Wright should be the linebackers. We can bring in Kendricks on, heavy down on heavy downs, and that's it. Hmm. Okay, I really need the Chiefs to not get into field goal range here. Oh shit. What the hell is going on with the Packers defense? Their secondary is suddenly like Swiss cheese. And these Chiefs receivers, other than Tyreek Hill, are not that freaking good. Do you think we should go after Robbie Anderson? No. I don't know what Robbie Anderson does for us that Tyler doesn't already do. We already have good deep threats on this team. Okay. I need the Chiefs to be held to a field goal, and I need the Packers to drive down to end this game. Are you afraid of bugs? Not really. That's a weird fucking question. Not really. I don't care for them. I thought you would be rooting for the Chiefs. I normally would be, but I kind of have money riding on the Packers winning and covering. I need them to win, and if they win, then I need them to cover. Listen to a Seahawks podcast. One guy saying, if we're feeling negative about this game, it's just a woe is me mentality. Any rebuttal? I can't see it that way, guys. The one thing I mean, giving up 500 yards to Matt Schaub is not okay. Now the team can get better. I get that, and we should be fortunate that we're at 6-2 instead of like 3-5 or 4-4. But that doesn't change the fact that right now this team doesn't look like they're anything other than a good offense, and the offense just has to carry them. What do you miss the most from the 2013 squad? Probably the pass rush. That pass rush was legit. Do you like or follow any other NFL teams? Oh, I follow every NFL team. I watch all as many games as I can. And, like, remember where the 49ers started this season? The 49ers barely beat the shitty Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And look where they are now. So teams get better. My question is just, is this team going to is this team going to actually get better? Could we trade for Beasley? I don't get that. I don't know what Beasley does for us. Do you follow any NBA team? Oh, I love the NBA. I'm kind of a Mavericks fan, but I'm not really a fan of any team. I want the Mavericks to win more than any other team. Hmm. I mean, it's pretty simple. There are a handful of players that are carrying this team, and then everyone else is just trying to not get in the way. Offensively, it's Wilson, it's Lockett, it's Carson, it's Metcalf. Right now, those four guys are just kind of carrying us. And on defense, we have a couple other guys who are playing really good. I'd still say Wagner. I still say Clowney. I would say Griffin. But then everybody else just tries not to get in the way. Oh my God, Sammy Watkins. I never liked Sammy Watkins. I don't view him as being like a dynamic wide receiver threat. Hmm. What loss pisses you off more, Huskies or Seahawks? Oh, Seahawks for sure. With the Huskies, if you lose one game, it's kind of over, so it's not as big of a deal. Josh Norman is on the block. Should we go after him? I don't really want to pay him that salary. He's making all that money. I don't see it. Would you like the Seahawks to draft Chase Young? I mean, sure. I just don't think we're going to be able to. I think he's going to go pretty high in the draft. I'm seeing so many comments today about how we need to trade for this guy, how we need to trade for that guy. I mean, I think that we should probably trade for a center, and we should strongly consider trading for Chris Harris. But other than that, I don't really see much. Would you do videos on the Sonics if they came back? Absolutely. I would totally do that. Yeah, Redskins and Bengals have not been wanting to trade their guys for some reason. Come on, come on. All right. I would love an interception in the end zone here on the part of Matt Moore. That would make me really happy. When's the trade deadline? Let me check this out. It is in 2 days. So we have 2 days, in my opinion. We need to trade for a center, and I think we kind of sort of maybe should trade for Chris Harris or Darius Slay. I would call up the Falcons and say, hey, how much for Alex Mack? Yeah, but I don't think we can trade for anybody that can fix this pass rush. We need the players that we have to start playing better. That's all there is to it. Okay, come on, come on. Oh, you motherfucker. Savage, you motherfucker. Are the Chiefs going to go for it on fourth down, maybe? Isn't Chris Harris small? Yeah, but he's good enough to play nickelback, and I just want cornerback depth. Do you like football better than basketball? I like basketball more, honestly. I just don't have a team. Oh, Green Bay just got hit with the hands to the face penalty. Ugh, that's not my favorite. Where was LJ Collier today? He played a little bit. He had a tackle, but he's just not going to have a big impact on this season, guys. That it just is what it is. Who's going to win the finals? I have the Clippers. I think when the Clippers get Paul George and they're all ramped up, I think they're going to be tough to deal with. What years were you a fan of the Sonics? Oh, every year they were here from 96 to 2008. If we got Chris Harris, wouldn't be he be our number one corner? No. Chris Harris, oh shit. Touchdown Kansas City. Wow, that was a big fucking penalty. No, Chris Harris would not be our number one corner because Chris Harris is a nickel back. He's always played nickel in his career. Blown first round pick sucks. Yeah, but if we had gotten Metcalf in the first round, we'd be totally fine with it. Do you think the Suns are contenders in the NBA? No, especially not with Aiton being out for the next a month and a half. Yeah, Aiton got suspended. All right, Nationals need to hit a home run here to make this ninth inning a little more interesting. No, I think the Clippers, when they get Paul George back and they're ready to go in the playoffs, I think the Clippers are going to be formidable as fuck. Yeah, those screen passes today were freaking killing me. What do you think is the key for the Seahawks to stop the 49ers and wins? You got to get turnovers because Jimmy Garoppolo is going to give you a chance at a couple turnovers because he fumbles a lot and he throws picks. So when he throws those picks and fumbles, you need to capitalize, and then you need to go make stuff happen with it the other way. I think that's the only chance we have. Do you follow the Mariners? Yes, I do. Would you rather Seattle Seahawks win the next two Super Bowls or Seattle get a basketball team back? I would probably take the Super Bowls. Favorite Sonics player? Probably Detlef Schrempf. But with Sanders, Niners will go to the quicker, immediate passes. I'm not too worried about their passing attack against our secondary. I think our secondary can hold up against those guys. But I am worried about their running game potentially. Yeah, it's really time for the pass rush. Today looked better. The pass rush was better today, and I think that they can maybe make some hay against this against a guy like Winston. But yeah, Kittle is going to be a problem. Would Trey have made an impact on this game? Oh yeah, dude. Akeem King got picked on like a motherfucker. Are you worried about the Eagles game? I think the Eagles are going to put up a fight, but I don't think that the Eagles defense is going to be able to stop us. So not really. Have you been to any Songs games? No. Are you a fan of the Sounders? No, I don't like soccer. Yeah, Kittle is going to be a problem for us. Well, I think we were trying to do the thing where we just left Shaquille on the right side and then we left King on the left side, and whatever happened, happened. I was thinking maybe we should have Shaquille Griffin follow Julio around, but I don't know. I can see it both ways. Clowney and Anza played good. Yeah, Clowney played monstrously. He just needs to stop jumping off sides. But I thought Clowney had a monster game, probably his best game as a Seahawk. Okay, I need the stupid fucking football game to get off of commercials. Okay, here we go. Okay, 9 minutes. Hopefully that's enough time for Green Bay to drive down and get a touchdown and not a field goal. I mean, come on, this is the Kansas City defense. They suck, bro. Is Rodgers really going to come up short against this shitty ass Kansas City defense? It's 24-24 with 8.5 minutes left in the fourth. What are you making your Tuesday video about? I've been thinking about that. That's kind of a tough question. It might be about. I might have to make the video a little earlier, and I might make it about the center thing because no Justin Britt is a huge deal in my opinion. I might end up making it Monday night. I don't know. Okay, come on. Aaron Fuki. Oh, he's gone. He's gone. Don't run out of gas. Yeah, the thing is, Tumbo, I might make a video about Eddie. I don't think we need a linebacker. The last thing we need is a linebacker. Yeah, I really need to cash in some sports bets today and tomorrow because poker has been going very bad for me this weekend. I have been running like shit. So last night I got robbed because I had a big parlay with the Clippers, and I had a 5 leg parlay, and the first 4 legs won, and then the fifth leg was the Clippers, and they just got blown off the court by the Suns. So I got robbed. So what I need is the Packers to win by 5 or more, and then I need the Steelers to win tomorrow, preferably by at least 7 points. Preferably in a lower scoring game, which I feel really good about. Obviously, I mean, I'm not you a pro poker player? No, but I play online on for Bitcoin. How much could you have won if the Clippers won? Jesus, it might have been. How much was it? Something like that. I can't remember. Bitcoin has been moving really rapidly lately. Bitcoin has been super volatile. Um, okay. I guess my feed's having a little bit of trouble. Sorry, guys. Okay, hopefully you guys can hear me. Yeah, but I actually I have like a if the Steelers win tomorrow, assuming this Packers score holds, if the Steelers win tomorrow and they win by 7 or more and it's a low scoring game, that might be 4 figures if you combine it all together. By the way, if you guys can't hear, can you guys hear me right now? Do you think Rams make the playoffs? They're going to lose to the Niners again, probably, but they can beat everybody else they play, I think. Okay, cool. Hawks are playing a mind game. Well, the mind game, if we are playing a mind game, then it's cost us at least. Oh, get that. Oh, that was almost the game ending pick. No, we don't need to trade for a linebacker. I don't think. We don't need to trade for a linebacker. We need to get Kendricks off the field and just roll with 2 linebackers. Kendricks is fine to play the third linebacker spot. I'm fine with Kendricks being the third linebacker, but he's on the field too much is the problem. A lot of basketball on tomorrow. Are you putting any bets on? Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna have to figure it out later. Yeah, if we are playing a mind game, then we need to freaking stop because we've lost 2 games this year. If you're telling me that we could be 8-0, but we decided we don't care to be because we want to play a mind game, then fuck off with that shit. I don't want to hear that because we're 2 games back of the division right now. Hey, Iguana, how's it going? Okay. The good news is the Chiefs probably won't kick a field goal. The good news is that the Chiefs will probably go for it on fourth down on this possession because they're running out of time. Yeah, I don't get the whole mind game thing. I don't get a lot of the stuff that Pete Carroll says. Like Pete Carroll says, we like it when we play close games because it makes us tougher. Like that's bullshit. That doesn't make any sense. That's complete nonsense. Like today, Pete Carroll had a quote where he said, what did he say? He said, you don't win a game in the first half, but that's exactly what we did today. We won the game in the first half because nothing we did in the second half won that game. Do you think the Seahawks look better or worse than last year? I guess better because we're passing the ball a little bit more, but the defense is worse, I think. So it's close. Wilson is playing much better than he was last year at this point, I think. But at the same time, the defense has dropped off a little bit. Okay, 3rd and 3. This is a big play. If the Packers get a stop here, the Chiefs might punt it. I don't know. Okay, got off the field. Do you see drops being a problem with Brown? Has Brown had any drops this season? I don't know. The only drop I can think of that he had was against the Ravens, and we got the touchdown on the next play. Okay, Chuck Norris's pinky finger. Here's the problem with that. We lost to the Saints. What if we end up having the same record as the Saints at the end of the season? Your mind game just cost you home field, you know? I don't want to hear that garbage. That's a stupid, weak mentality. Ooh, Chiefs pinned it at the 1. That's not great. Like to see Ursua. I don't see the Ursua thing, guys. I hear a lot about Ursua and I like him too. But our receivers are good. Our receivers right now are fine. We don't need to change things up there. Hmm. Okay. I might watch a movie tonight because it looks like all the sports games are going to be done pretty early because the basketball game will end around 9. Would the defense be better if they kept Frank Clark? Maybe. I don't know. Frank Clark is not looking that good in Kansas City. He might have gotten the money and now he's like, I'm cool. Hey, Elena, do you want me to make you a mod since you're always in my stream every time I'm doing it? Are you a night owl? Not a little bit, sometimes. Okay, so will our first round pick suck next year too? I'll worry about that when we get to it. I mean, Elena, if I modded you, I wouldn't really ask you to do very much. I was just saying, I could make you a mod. Okay, we got 36 people in the stream. Thank you, everybody, for showing out. If you want to give me a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. Let's see how many we can get, just for fun. Falcons could have won it if it was more time. Yeah, but they were never within one score until there were 80 seconds left. So I'm not super triggered about that, but we could have asserted ourselves a little bit better. Okay, if the Packers pick up a safety here, I think I get the push. So hopefully they can at least get out from the goal line. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, everybody. We're up to 16 now. We just doubled in about 20 seconds. Chances on getting Quinn back? I think those chances are pretty good, but I don't think it'll happen until the end of the season. I don't think that we're going to bring in a whole new defensive coordinator in the middle of the season. I believe the Seahawks are projected to play the Packers in the playoffs. Yeah, sure. I'll do it. I mean, whatever. I don't think this team as a whole is Super Bowl worthy, but our quarterback is, and maybe and sometimes that can be enough. Yeah, our special teams were really good today. We had good coverage on punts and kicks. We made both of our field goals, including a 54-yarder. And yeah, the special teams was good. Okay, I want to see if the Packers can wrap this fucker up. Okay, running. Ooh, very nice hole. They're out of the danger zone. What happened to Ryan? He's got an ankle injury or something, I think. I can't remember. He's hurt. Yeah, Andrew, I'm watching the Packers Chiefs game right now. Well, were you surprised the Eagles wanted the Bills today? Not really. That the Bills are smoke and mirrors. I'm sorry. It's fun that the Bills are good, but the Bills needed the Titans to miss 4 field goals to beat them. Do you think we need a tight end? No, I want to ride with Dixon when he gets back. We're going to get Dixon back in a couple weeks, and I'm fine with rolling with him. What do you think of the World Series so far? I really wanted the Nationals to win, so hopefully they can get a win on Tuesday. I'm keeping an eye on that ninth inning, by the way, just in case something happens. I also bet like 120 on the Nats to win the series before it started, and it was feeling really good about it. And then the fucking Scherzer, man. I do think we might make a trade before the deadline. Aaron Jones with the first down. Dixon is injury prone. Yeah, but we also only need like 6 to 8 games from him, probably. Yeah, Andrew, that's definitely a big thing, but I think we all know about that. I mean, every Seahawks fan knows get the linebacker shit off the field. What do you think about the Falcons kicker? I think he's old, and I think you shouldn't be asking him to make 53-yard field goals when you can go for it on fourth down with your offense that is producing. Yeah, I thought Dixon was pretty good last year after the injury, so I'm fine with rolling with Dixon. I don't want to trade for a tight end. How long do you see the XFL lasting for? I don't know, but I'm going to support the shit out of it. I'm going to try to go to some games this year. I might buy merchandise. I want the XFL to succeed. Do you want the Packers to win? Yeah, I have a bunch of money riding on it. Not a ton of money, but I have bets on it. Super Bowl prediction at this point. I guess it just has to be. No, I would say Patriots Saints. I think the Saints are better than the Niners. You bet every weekend? No, I bet every day. I bet on basketball. Sometimes I bet on baseball. Um, I might start getting into horse racing, but I would need somebody to help me out there. Do you think Dalvin Cook is a top 5 running back? Oh, easily. Easily. There aren't that many good running backs. Surprised the Vikings only scored 19 on Thursday Night Football? No, I'm not. They had no Adam Thielen. And the Redskins defense isn't that bad, I don't think. As another stream of income? Yeah, you might say that. But yeah, when I'm feeling it, I'm throwing down bets every day, especially during basketball season. Basketball's my shit. You are not risk adverse, I take it. No, not at all. Not at all. Not at fucking all. All right, another first down for the Packers. I am looking good. Which game pissed you off the most this season? Oh, easily the Saints game. It's not even close. No other game really pissed me off that much. I think Golden State's going to be good this year. I think Golden State's going to put it together. I think they're going to have like I think they're going to win 50 games. Oh, Kawhi is way better than LeBron right now, Andrew. Do you mainly come out positive? Yes, especially right now. Little secret. I meant to bet $70 on the Vikings money line on Thursday plus the under, right? So the under was like 42 points. And I wanted to parlay those two together, Vikings to win and under on 42 points. and bet like $70 on it, I accidentally misclicked and bet 700. So I won like 850 or 900 because that bet won. So phew, right? My favorite team in the NBA is the Mavericks. Do you think the Patriots go 16-0 this year or 15-1? I think they're going to lose a game. I don't think they're that good. I really don't think they're that good. Their offense is weak, but their schedule is also really weak. Uh, no, I think the Warriors are going to find a way to put it together. Um, do you think LeBron wins a championship with the Lakers? No. Marquis Blair, new starting safety. I think it's time. I think it's time. Yeah. Will the Pats lose to the Ravens? That I could see because the Ravens defense plays tough. Patriots offense is not that good, and Lamar Jackson is tough to deal with. How old am I? I'm 29. Do you like the Warriors head coach? No, I think he's a freaking. I think he's a freaking. I think he's a freaking piece of crap. But I think he's an okay coach. If Ken Norton was fired, who do you want as DC? We should just promote somebody from in house and then figure it out from there. After the season, we can go get Dan Quinn, and I would like it. Kerr's okay. I don't have a problem with him, but he's not great, and I think he's a piece of crap. That's a long story, Iguana. I don't want to get into it. Just personally, some of the shit he says, I don't care for it. Some of the shit he shoots his mouth off on. But I think the Warriors are going to find their way to 50 wins this year. What's wrong with our defense? We're putting linebackers on the field too much, and the pass rush, I think, is not being coached well. Who do you like better, LeBron, Kawhi, or Giannis? Probably Giannis. I have been a LeBron fan before, but not right now. No. Is Seattle's XFL team playing at CenturyLink Field? Yes, as far as I know. I'm going to try to go to a game this year. Okay, is the World Series game over? Let me check. Ooh, okay. Well, it's effectively over. Jesus Christ, dude. 7-1. Who will win the 2020 NBA championship? I think the Clippers are going to do it. I really like them. Who do you think wins the Bama LSU game in 2 weeks? Probably Bama. So yeah. Yesterday my sports betting went really bad. The Clippers screwed me over. I would have had a good day, but the fucking Clippers. I had the Clippers money line too. I didn't even need them to win by 10 or anything. I just needed them to win, and they got butt fucked by the Suns. It was. I watched that whole game too. That was legit. Do you like Draymond Green? I love his game. I don't like him. I think he's an idiot, but I like his game. And how often do you go live? I try to go live at least once a week. Do you think Oregon has a chance of making the playoff? No, they're not going to get any respect from the voters because they play in the Pac-12. It's just not going to happen. Yeah, I think the Bucks will make the NBA Finals. They could win. They could easily win, but I like the Clippers' perimeter defense. What team do you think can beat the 49ers? Well, the Saints can beat the 49ers. I know that. Bucks are going to be fine. Oh, I like NFL way more than college. I like college, but not as much as the NFL. The only thing I can say about the NFL is that the product is starting to become really kind of meh with the crappy officiating and just the poor way in which the game is managed. But definitely the NFL. No, defensive rookie of the year is going to be Bosa. Let's be serious here. Who do you think can beat the Pats? I don't know. Maybe the Ravens. Maybe the Texans. If the Chiefs get Mahomes back, maybe them, but their defense looks soft. What was your favorite NFL season? How can it not be the 2013 season? All right, if the Packers get the first down here, the game's over. Yeah, Alex, I'm going to turn it to the Lakers game as soon as the Packers hopefully wrap the game up right here. Okay, game over. Packers get the first down, and they are going to be chugging to that victory. And I'm going to be chugging to some nice profit today. Is Oklahoma eliminated? I kind of think they are, but if they win out, I could see it, but I don't think they're going to get much respect because it was such a bad loss. Clark is not doing much for Kansas City, and he's hurt right now. He's not playing. I think he was out this whole game to an injury. All right, Packers have got him. Okay. All right, I'm going to keep watching this Lakers game. I'm going to probably kill the stream a little after, no, excuse me, a little before 9 o'clock because there's a poker tournament I want to play in, and I don't want to play a poker tournament on stream because that would be weird. How do you think we fare against the Niners this year? Uh, I think we can hold their offense to a low scoring game, but I don't know if we're going to be able to score against them. Have you ever been to Korea? No. Did the Packers win? Yeah, the Packers are kneeing the clock out now. And they won by 7, which is what I needed. I did not need any 3-point win BS that would have triggered me. Why is Quinn Cook playing so many big minutes for this Lakers team? See, this is the thing. Like, the depth on this Lakers team is so freaking weak. Even after this offseason, like I know they improved, but what do you think about Brown and Sanu? What do you mean by Brown? You mean Antonio Brown or Malcolm Brown or I don't know who you're talking about, bro. um, when and how did you get into sports betting? I just thought it was a cool idea. I thought it was a way to make the game more interesting to me. I think, I made a whole bunch of NBA bet. I mean, excuse me, I made a ton of football bets today. I think I won every one of them, but a lot of them are in parlays, which is actually good if you win all of them. But yeah, I think I won every football pick I made so far. All I need now is the Steelers to win. Hopefully, they win by at least 7, and really, hopefully, it's a low scoring game. If you could change one thing about the Seahawks, what would it be? Um, I guess you would just beef up that offensive line and let Wilson really cook. What's a good poker site to play and win? I play on Nitrogen Sports. Google nitrogensports.eu. You may have to use a VPN. I don't know. Depends. But nitrogensports.eu. What do you think has caused the Seahawks pass rush to decline? I don't know, man. That's a tough question. I feel like they're not being coached very well. What do you plan to talk about on Tuesday? Um, well, it's going to be right after the trade deadline, so there's a good chance I'll be talking about what we did for the trade deadline. Where do you bet? Same place, Nitrogen Sports. Nitrogen Sports, Bitcoin only sports betting, gambling, poker website. Do you think the Browns' playoff hopes are over at this point? No, their schedule is weak the rest of the way. They could win a bunch of those games, but I don't think they will because they have the worst coach in the NFL. Should we trade Penny? If we can get a starting caliber center for Rashad Penny, yes. Early offensive rookie of the year pick. Shoot, who's that guy? The receiver. I was gonna well, not Hollywood Brown because he got hurt. Who am I thinking of? The receiver. There's one receiver who is having a bigger season as a rookie than Metcalf. Terry McLaurin. Yeah, there we go. Terry McLaurin. Did you get into Bitcoin only? Not as early as I should have, but I did get into it like 2 years ago. If I was smart, I would have gotten into it when it was like at 300, but I'm dumb, so I didn't. Yeah, Terry McLaurin is going to win Rookie of the Year, I think. That dude's a monster. Thoughts on the Niners game today? I mean, there's not much to say except that they got a lot of good things working for them. All right, so game 6 is Tuesday. I really, really hope the Nats win. But if they win, then I don't know what I'm going to do Wednesday because I was planning on hitting the casino on the way home Wednesday, but the TVs at the casino suck. So I don't want to try to watch a game 7 of the World Series on those shitty TVs in the casino. So which casino? I play at Muckleshoot. It's the only one around here that gives me the game that I want. Would you rather? Okay, I'm going to ignore that question. Do you think the Cardinals can beat the Niners? Not really. I'm probably going to pick the Niners as my survivor pool pick at this rate. You think Sherman will stay with the 49ers after next season? Probably not. He's getting older. I mean, there will be a time to cut short. Does software engineering require long hours? It never has for me, but for some people it does. I know countless people in the industry who have worked like 80-hour weeks at certain points in their life. Do you play sports video games like MLB 2K or MLB The Show? The only one I'm interested in anymore is The Show. I don't like Madden and 2K both have scummy business practices that I don't want to reward with my money. I haven't been to a Mariners game in like 5 years. It's just a pain in the butt for me to get up to Seattle, and I don't want to go up there and watch them lose, which they do a lot. So I'm not a fan. Okay. How's LeBron doing in this game? Yours is a steady 40. Yeah, I'm a steady 40. Least favorite NFL team? I guess it would probably. Is it the 49ers? It might be the 49ers just because I find their fans to be way more annoying than Rams fans. Who is your most hated player in the NFL? It might be Antonio Brown just because he's so fucking stupid. It kind of pisses me off. Caruso with the slam. No, Austin, we don't need to sign a tight end, I don't think. LeBron James has 6 points and it's in the fourth quarter. What the hell? LeBron James is 2 for 8 from the field. He has 8 points. What the flying fuck? OKC, your most hated NBA team? No, I'd probably hate the Celtics and Spurs more. Do you like the Dolphins? I like them more than the average team, but I don't have any strong opinions on them. When do you see the Suns and Knicks being good again? Not for a while. They both have ownership problems. Should we trade for Josh Norman or Janoris Jenkins? No. If we trade for a cornerback, I want Chris Harris or Darius Slay. I don't want Norman or Jenkins. Why the Spurs? Because I hate Spurs fans. They're spoiled little entitled bitches. Because they're so used to their team always making the right decision. They're just spoiled little brats. I can't stand Spurs fans. Do you plan to watch the Steelers-Dolphins game tomorrow night? Oh, yeah, sure. Who is your inspiration in life? Donald Trump. I don't know. Jeez. That's a weird question. Inspiration in life. Uh, Shit, I don't know. In some ways, my grandmother. Super Bowl 54 matchup. Probably Patriots Saints. How are you doing in fantasy basketball so far? Actually, really good. Really good in fantasy football. And how did I mean fantasy basketball? Fantasy football, I'm not sure. I think I did pretty good this year. this week, but my team is trash. I have on Johnson, so my season's already kind of over. All right, a bunch of my bets just cashed. Okay, so I need the Steelers to win by at least 7, and the Steelers to have a low-scoring game in Miami. If those 3 things can come in, I am looking at a huge, huge payday. Oh, mama. That'll make up for the poker run bad. Holy shit. Do you change your mind about Michael Kendricks? No. He sucks at tackling and he sucks in coverage. He had 1 pick today, which, credit to him, but he's still not a good player. If Seattle were to get an NBA team again, do you think it'll be the expansion team? Probably not. This is the first year I've done fantasy basketball in forever. I haven't done fantasy basketball in like 12 years minimum. Yeah, Kendricks has some strengths, but on the whole, he's a terrible tackler and he's terrible in coverage. The only good things about him are that he's athletic and that he's a good pass rusher. That's not good enough. Yeah, something is up with LeBron. This is kind of weird. He's playing a home game against a shitty team, and it took him like 30 minutes to break 10 points. Do you have a favorite song? Probably Spoon Man by Soundgarden. Who do you think wins Vikings, Chiefs, and Kansas City next week? Probably Vikings. Biggest need for the Seahawks in the 2020 draft? It might be center because I think Britt's gone. Okay, LeBron's warming up a little bit. He's got 13 now, I think. But yeah, we really need a center. We really need a right tackle. I don't know if we can fill those holes on the roster right now. Uh, if the Steelers Dolphins game goes under 44 total points, I win an 8-leg parlay, which I've never done before. So pray for me, boys. How concerned are you about the team after the second half today? I mean, I'm pretty concerned. I don't think this offensive line has a very high ceiling. Biggest loss and biggest gain. I almost never put down massive bets, is the thing. Like all my bets tend to be the same size roughly, given give or take 1 or 2, give or take a couple of units. So I don't usually make huge bets, so I don't lose big. My biggest gain, well, it'll definitely be tomorrow for 1 bet. But this week, I killed it this week betting on football. As long as the Steelers don't screw me over, I had, and even if that happens, I had an incredible week on football. Freaking Warriors boned me over this morning, though. I saw they were underdogs against the freaking Thunder, and I was like, yeah, hell yeah, give me that. And apparently somebody knew something I didn't because they got blown the fuck out. Yeah, Tedrick sucks. Tedrick is really bad at football. Yeah, if the Saints go to Green Bay, that's going to be tough for them to win. That's for sure. Yeah, LeBron, I mean, he's going to play himself into shape over the course of the next, you know, 3 weeks maybe, but right now he doesn't quite look the way you would want him to look. And Dwight Howard's hair is fucking terrible, dude. Dwight Howard's hair is horrifying. What the hell is that shit? How much of the baseball playoffs have you watched? Quite a bit, quite a bit. I think the Jets are going to win. I might pick them in Survivor. I'm not sure yet. My for Survivor, I can pick either the 49ers, the Vikings, or the Jets. Those are my 3 good picks, and I don't know who I want to use it on. When is Dan Quinn going to get fired? Probably tomorrow. But the thing is, like Dan Quinn is going to get fired. Either he gets fired now or he gets fired at the end of the season. Maybe they just decide what's the damn difference and they just keep him for the season because they've already paid him. I gotta check Instagram, guys. 1 second. How do you think LeBron and AD will play together? I think they're going to play together fine. It's just that team is not that good. I mean, Quinn Cook is playing monster minutes for them at point guard. That's a big problem. And I'm assuming it's because Rondo's hurt or something, but I don't like Rondo either. I think Rondo is trash. Matt Ryan's not horrible. He's just turning it over too much this year. He's not horrible. Why does our D line suck? I think our D line played better today, honestly. I don't have a huge beef with them right now. I get I gotta check to see what Bitcoin's doing right now. 1 second. Oh Jesus. I always miss the parties. God, I should have longed this. Fuck my life, dude. Fuck my fucking life. It almost broke 10K. Score prediction for next week. Which game? Do you believe in crypto? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I have not heard about the Seattle attack during the Seahawks game, Adam Apple. But anyway, score prediction, I'll say like 27-17, Seattle. Have you ever liked Ken Norton Jr. as a defense coordinator? No. I think he's a linebacker coach who's probably just in over his head. And I don't know what his role is. I don't know what Pete Carroll is doing, and I don't know what Ken Norton Jr. is doing, but I have to believe some of this is on Ken Norton. I just have to believe it. Who do you think can beat the Saints? The Packers. The Niners could, but I actually think the Saints are probably going to win that game. Dwight Howard's actually blocking a ton of shots tonight. Jameis trash, but he's going to light our asses up next week. He's probably going to put up some yards, but I think he'll have a few turnovers, and I think that's going to be enough. LeBron with a steal. Were you surprised about the Notre Dame Michigan game last night? No, both teams suck. How many losses do you see the Niners having? I think they're going to have like 3 or 4. What do you think we can get if we trade David Moore? I don't want to trade David Moore. I don't even want to think about that. If we trade, I want to trade for draft picks. David Moore is a pretty decent player. I want to hold on to that and see what he develops into. What do you think would make Seattle part ways with Pete Carroll? A lot. I don't think that can happen anytime soon. And I'm kind of sad about it, honestly. The Bucks have a mobile quarterback. Yeah, but Jameis seems like the kind of guy who's always going for the big play. He's not the kind of guy who checks down a lot, and that's what Schaub did to really kill us today. So if Jameis keeps going for the big play against our defense, I think we have a good chance to force him to make some mistakes. Do you like Washington State? I don't hate them, but they are a rival, so no, I don't like them. I like to laugh at them, honestly, because this year has been such a freaking embarrassment for them. Did you like the Joker movie? Yeah, it was pretty good. I saw it a couple weeks ago. It was pretty good. Yeah, well, Pete is not going to accept a defensive coordinator position. There's no fucking way. What we would need to do is Carroll would need to remain head coach, but then he hires an offensive coordinator who he just kind of lets do his thing. Do you think the Bears will cut their kicker after today's game? Probably not. What do you think of Cal? Not much. Not much. I don't know much about him. What do you think of Malik Turner? Malik Turner's pretty good. Um, I see a little bit of big play potential with him. I like him. What head coach would you go after Pete leaves? Mike McCarthy. I think the guy. I mean, I don't think he'll ever leave Oklahoma, but the guy I would really like to see is Lincoln Riley. I would take Urban Meyer too, honestly. Have you ever checked out Australian rules football? No, I have not. How do you think Quandre Diggs will do for the Seahawks? I think he's going to do good for us. I like him. He's not great, but I think he'll do his job. What do you think of Jaron Brown? I think he's taking away snaps from guys I'm more interested in seeing, but it's not a big deal, and he's not a bad player. He's all right. And you need guys like a Jaron Brown. I just wish that David Moore would be getting his snaps because David Moore has more potential. Oh, I think Vinatieri's done after this year. Okay, Adam Apple. I don't live in Seattle, so come what may. Thoughts on LJ Collier? Look, this year, look, I don't like LJ Collier, but we cannot judge him by this rookie season. We cannot judge LJ Collier by his rookie season because he missed preseason and he missed training camp. We need more depth at the corner position. Yeah, I kind of agree. That's why I want to trade for Chris Harris. Where do you live? I live like an hour south of Seattle. Thoughts on Lamar Jackson's second season? I like him. I didn't think I was going to like him, but so far so good. Do you think Gary Jennings will be raw by next year? No, I don't think Gary Jennings is anything. Will you check out this link after your streams? I'll look up that thing. I'll look it up just for fun, but yeah, doesn't directly affect me. Do you think Jacoby Brissett is the Colts' long-term answer at QB? No, he's just average. No, I don't think I'm ever going to live stream during a Seahawks game because I usually watch the game with other people. How happy are you with Shaquille Griffin's play today? Very happy. I think Shaquille Griffin's maybe been our best player so far this year, other than Russell Wilson. It's either him or Clowney, probably, unless you want to say Wagner, and I don't know about that. I mean, Wagner, I don't, that's kind of a reach to me. Who does Ursua remind you of? Cole Beasley? I don't know. What about fasting? I don't fast. I've never fasted before in my life. I don't know where the hell that question came from. But yeah, I've never fasted before. Do you think Giannis will sign the max with the Bucks this offseason? I think so. I don't think Giannis is into the whole I want to join a super team in Los Angeles thing. I think he just wants to have his team in Milwaukee, and then other teams can have their team, and he just goes head to head with those teams and tries to win. Yeah, I do need to lose some weight. I'll give you that much, Lady Boy Joe. B Swags has been better than average this year. He's just not been elite. Favorite NBA team? Favorite NBA team right now is the Mavericks, with the Nuggets probably being a close second. But if we ever get a team back in Seattle, it'll obviously be them. Yeah, I think the Mavericks are going to make the playoffs. Why did the Seahawks let Akeem King guard Julio Jones? Because we were trying to leave our corners on their sides. Yeah, Marquis Blair played a good game today. He got beat for a couple of receptions and he did miss a tackle, but I thought he played good. Is there Raising Canes in Washington? I don't know what that is, buddy. Do you think they will have a change against the 49ers in a couple weeks on Monday night? It's going to be tough. I mean, that's a lot to ask, but if we can get that win, everybody will immediately feel very differently about this team and its direction. I think there are going to be a ton of trades the next few days. I think teams like Denver, Miami, and New York are going to be trying to dump their middle-aged players. Are you a fan of motorsport? No, not into it. What do you think of a retractable roof of the Clink? Oh, I want a fucking roof, like in the worst way. Would you be surprised if we beat the 49ers? Yeah, right now I would say I would be surprised. Blair had 11 tackles and a forced fumble. Yeah, yeah, he played good. It wasn't perfect, but for a rookie, that's about as good as you can hope for. Do you have a gaming laptop? No, I have a gaming PC, but I built it like 7 years ago, so it's getting old. But it can still run most things. I'm completely happy with it. Thank you, Adam Apple. Appreciate it. Okay, I'm gonna kill the stream in a couple minutes here, so I can go play in this poker tournament. And yeah, thanks everybody for coming to my stream. I will be making a video on Tuesday. I don't know exactly what it's going to be on. If we do something around the trade deadline, then it's going to be about that. You play Gary's mod? I have in the past, but not recently. I play all kinds of games. I play literally all kinds of games. I don't know how they do kicking in Madden these days. I haven't played a Madden since whichever Madden had Odell Beckham Jr. on the cover. That was the last Madden I played. Thoughts on Ben Simmons? Do you think he's worth a max contract? Not really. I'm not a fan of guards who can't shoot from the perimeter, but he's a good player. Are you going to be making a video about the defense? Possibly, but I don't know what to say about the defense at this point. Like they're not playing very good right now, and they need to play better. That's the best I can do. When is the trade deadline? 2 days. What should we do about a center? I want to trade for one. Shit. Actually, you know what? I don't think my poker tournament's going to get enough players to start. I'm going to reg it and see what happens, but it looks like it might not start. But make a video about the coaching. I mean, I kind of talk about the coaching constantly, is the problem. All right, we need 3 more registrations in the last 7 minutes here. I don't really like my chances, but I'm going to reg it and see what happens. Thoughts on the PI challenges so far? Oh, it's stupid as hell. They got to get rid of it. Like they're not overturning obvious ones. So what's the point? They need to get rid of that. How much is Tedrick Thompson if we trade for him? Oh, not much. Honestly, I don't think we could get anything for Tedrick Thompson. There's no point in trading him. The only thing I can think of is that Tedrick Thompson's supposed to be like a strong safety, and we're using him as a free safety. That's the only thing I can think of. But realistically, he's slow. He seems like he might be a good tackler, but he has no ball skills. His instincts are weak. Who do you think wins between Florida and Georgia next week? Let's say Georgia. But honestly, flip a coin. Is Anthony Davis hurt? Shit. That's not good. Oh yeah, I also threw down a bet on John Morant winning Rookie of the Year, so I feel very good about that after today because John Morant balled out from Memphis today. At the midway point, how would you grade the Seahawks draft class? I would grade it very well. It'd be like a B plus. The Collier miss hurts, but Metcalf has been great. Blair has done his job. We've gotten good special team snaps from like Amadi and Homer and Barton and BBK. I think BBK forced a fumble on special teams. We could have been 8-0. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, we need 3 more registrations or my poker tournament's not going to start. Are you surprised that CJ Procise is injured today and didn't play? Obviously not. I mean, he's CJ Procise. Okay, I might watch a movie tonight, but I don't know what I want to watch. I don't have a lot going on tonight. Maybe I'll watch something. I don't know. Shit. I always hate this because then it takes you like half an hour. like half an hour to find something, and by the time you find something, it's too late to start it. So I kind of need to have something picked out quick. I've seen Endgame in theaters. I'm saving. I have the Blu-ray for Endgame, but I'm not going to watch it until until I can watch it with my parents because they're going to want to watch it too. Inglorious Bastards. I've seen Inglorious Bastards, but not for a while. I'm gonna. Is that free streaming? Hold on one second. Inglorious Bastards. Do you watch Hawk Blogger? Sometimes, yeah. Okay, I'd have to pay. Okay, it's not for free right now. It's 2.5 hours too. It might be a little too late. Um, well, Full Metal Jacket is free. I can watch Jackie Brown. I've never watched Jackie Brown before. Cable Thanos? Yeah, I definitely know who Cable Thanos is. He's great. What do you think of McDougald and Blair at safety and Diggs at slot corner? That's kind of my favorite, but I feel like Diggs is here to play safety, and he's going to play safety. I think that we just want to have three capable safeties because McDougald gets hurt a decent amount. Blair is a rookie and he's small, and we just want to have options. And I like it. Is Shaquille Griffin an All-Pro corner? Not until he starts getting interceptions, but he is playing at a Pro Bowl level, in my opinion. So I'll take that any day of the fucking week. Okay, yeah, my poker tournament's dead in the water. We got 3 signups, and there are 3 minutes left, and we need 6. Lakers game's about to be over though, so I'm about to get out of here. There are no more sports for me to watch. I'm gonna go see what I'm gonna do tonight. There's a tiny chance I play Kingdom Hearts 3 on Twitch, so if you guys want to come watch me on Twitch play Kingdom Hearts 3, you can do that if you want to, but more than likely I'm gonna be doing something else. So what do you think of Jamar Taylor's performance? Solid, nothing special, but I think he gets the job done. All right. Next time, guys, next time. Go Hawks. Good to get the win. Nice little hour, 40-minute long stream. See you guys. See you guys when it's time for me to make another video, I guess.